my name is Damian Bierman and this is Auto Service. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking apart the intake manifold of the engine so the engine can get air and run properly, because air is a big component of making sure the engine doesn't overheat and combust. I decided to take this class mainly because I like cars and I want to be a mechanical engineer in the future, and I'm very hands-on. This is a very hands-on class, and it'd be great for anyone that likes, whoever is into that. Some of the projects we do in this class, it starts off really basic with just oil changes, and then it gets really intense, like taking apart engines and having to figure out what's wrong and putting them back together into working condition. Really, there's just maybe 1 or 2 assignments a week, but there's no homework in this class. It's all done in class unless you don't finish it. My career goal is to become a mechanical engineer, and this is really helping me because in engineering you have to be able to know which parts go where and how the engine fully runs and how to make it run more efficiently and better. I believe students should take this class because even though they might not be into a mechanical or auto type career, they could always use the skills here to fix any cars that they would have at home or any problems that they could get.
I love this class. The experience that we get to work is very fun. Like, for instance, this transmission I'm working on, the problem is that it wouldn't go in reverse, and we're basically inspecting the clutches here to see why it wouldn't go in reverse, and we found out that the reverse gear, it had metal shavings in it, and it was pretty much worn out, and that's why it wouldn't go in reverse. I love cars, and I've always wanted to be a mechanic as a kid, and I found out that there's a auto technician class here, and I figured, well, I should take it. It's what I love. I learned many things. For instance, I learned how to change the oil in the car, learn how to do a tire rotation, how to take off a tire off a rim. It's a very easy class to learn, and it's not so hard. We learned a lot of things. For instance, we learned about what's inside a battery, what are the requirements in the battery in order for it to be charged and in order for it to charge the car as well. About an alternator, how that also powers the car. We also learned the 4 strokes of an engine and how it makes combustion, how 1 stroke is intake, compression, power, and exhaust. What I like most about this class is basically the experience, how we get to work on anything we want and what we learn. So basically, we can be in the classroom for a few minutes, we learn one thing, and then next few minutes we start doing it and practicing it. This is our lab pretty much. This is our classroom, and this is where most of the fun and the action happens. Yeah, a lot of people actually do bring their cars here, and like, for example, like let's say you want to go to a shop but you don't really want to pay or you don't really trust other people, you can do it yourself here with a very experienced teacher too. This class is pretty much preparing me to be an auto technician. It's been going through the basics and pretty much teaching me what I need to expect and what I need to know. I pretty much recommend this class to people who love cars, who are into cars, and people who want to try something new and they want to start off in being an auto technician.
Here in Autotech, we get to work with many different vehicles. Right now, I'm just working with this Mercedes-Benz, checking its oil filter to make sure that it's clean so that the engine can get good enough air to create a great combustion. I've always had a passion for cars, so I decided to take this class because I knew that it would give me some ground knowledge on the basics of being a mechanic. So far, it's helping me out a lot, understanding some of the key components to an engine. So far, we've worked how to disassemble and reassemble transmissions, how to disassemble and reassemble engines, and how to properly clean pistons. I plan to become a mechanical engineer, and just understanding how components can come together and work as a whole has really helped me to know some of the basic knowledge that you need to become an engineer. I would strongly tell them to take this class. It's really fun and it's not that stressful at all. The class is more hands-on. We would say that we're only half an hour in the classroom. The rest of the time we're just out here in the shop doing really hands-on training, working with engines, transmissions, tires, the key components to a car. This is our classroom, but it's more of a lab. This is where we do we exercise what we learn in every new chapter that it's taught to us. I highly recommend this class because it's fun. Whatever you learn here, you can apply it at home. And if it's necessary, you can even bring your own vehicle here and work on it right here where you already have the tools that you might need to work on any problem.
So I was doing the tire rotation using the star pattern, and now I'm using the torque wrench to make sure that the torque pressure is on correctly.
I love this class. I love the experience, getting to work on this and stuff. It's really fun, and I'm sure you'll love it too.